I was gonna pull up my strings. Ain't even no strings in my hoodie. That's sad. All right. Well, welcome to the Jukebox. I'm Brandon. That's Cam. Today we're gonna be reviewing the album Because of the Internet by Charles Gambino. So first things first, how we always do it.
We rate it?
Yeah.
We'll give it a good niner.
A good 9.
A niner.
I agree. This is my favorite album probably in life. This is like, for me, this was my most enjoyable album. I remember hearing this. I remember waiting for it to come out. And I'm like, even when like I remember it leaking and I didn't hear it yet, but everybody's like, this is a good album. And I was like, one of these days I'm gonna hear it.
Who said one of these days?
I have a phone at the time, so I couldn't download it like everybody else is downloading it. I was just like, well, when I get to it, I get to it. And then I heard it and I was like, I love this. Like every single song damn near I love. But
I didn't love every song at first. Took me a while to kind of.
There's a couple of words like that didn't hit as hard.
Yeah, like towards the end. That's why it's a 9, because towards the end, some of the songs are a little extra.
Yeah.
And at first, it wasn't for my taste. But the more I heard it, the more I was like, oh, this is actually a banger.
It's one of his best aging albums, I feel like. For me, this is also just my favorite one of his. Like, even to this day, like, it didn't change. Like, I think this is his best one. I think each one represents something different. Each thing has something for a different crowd, but I think this one will fit generally everybody. Like, no matter what you're a fan of, I feel like you would, like, decently like at least something from this album. It may not be your favorite album in life like it was mine, but...
No, it's not my favorite album in life.
I know it ain't yours. But it's mine. This was like, especially where I was at, like mentally, this just fit. This was everything I needed at that time. And I was like, I feel this. But yeah.
I always meant to ask, what were you going through that this album just gave you everything?
I mean, it was just like...
When 3'3", and I am a freaky... What did that give you?
Not that part.
At the age of, what, 12, 13?
Not that part, but like...
What was that giving you in your life?
12, 13. I was older than that. It was
14?
This was our sophomore year. So
14, 13.
Yeah, so we was like 15.
Oh, I was like 14.
Yeah, he was a youngin'. But I was like 15, and it was just for me. This was because sophomore year was my least favorite year of high school. I was just in there and I was going through the motions, and it was just like bummy. I didn't like enjoy life that much. That was my least favorite point of life. So it was like just kind of sad. It was like I didn't even like some of the people I was hanging around. I was like, I don't even fuck with these people like that. I guess I was just going.
Damn, bro, I was around. You wasn't fucking with me.
Yeah, I mean, but you still around. Not everybody else around that time was still around. Like everything about that shit, I wasn't really enjoying. But then this came out, and then there was a deep meaning to it that goes within it. There was a screenplay, like there was a script, like all kind of stuff, and it was like where he was at. I feel like I kind of could identify with more than I could identify with a lot of other albums. That's why I was like, it was a good fit for me. But just even before we get into it, like what I enjoyed, I could say it was a different feeling song than everything else, but Pink Toes was my favorite from the jump. Because I remember the first time I listened to it and I heard like that, and then I heard Janae come in right after, and I was like, this is it. And I replayed it like, I can't even tell you how many times the first time I heard it. So it took me a minute to actually finish the album. I was just listening to that on repeat after a point.
That's almost the last song.
I know. It was only like 2 songs left, but it was like, I already knew what I was doing in my head. So we're not really I'll talk about some of them, but I'm not gonna talk about all the interludes and.
It's a long gosh.
Yeah, because a couple of them just have
the most fire song, the intro.
The library.
That's the best song on here by far.
All 7 seconds of it.
Exactly.
But skipping past that, obviously, Crawl is the first actual song, which I like.
Yeah, I like this song too. It's like not one of my favorites. It's not one of my least favorites. It's a lot of songs on here, so a lot of them are just kind of in there.
It's a big switch, I feel like, after a point. But Crawl is like one of the more, like it's louder. There's more like there's more drops in the song, so it's more energy.
It's a dramatic song.
Yeah, it's more dramatic. It's more energy into it. You're like, okay, I can bob my head or whatever to this. Get hyped if that's strand too.
Niggas say get hyped if that's strand.
World Star is the next song. But for me, I know a lot of people like the song. World Star is one of my bottom 3 songs on there.
Why?
I just don't I like the song, but it's not a song where I was immediately like, I need to go back and listen to this.
Shit's a banger.
I fuck with it, but Like even from the first time I heard it, I was like, I like this song, but I don't love this song. And that's kind of how I feel about it to this day. It's not my favorite song on there. Doesn't mean I hate the song. It's just not my favorite song on there. But it's a good song though.
I don't really have a favorite song on here. They're all just kind of in the same realm. None of them are bad, but none of them are like, damn. Except maybe Telegraph App, I guess.
So that's your favorite on there, Telegraph App?
I guess so.
Alright, well. Next song is The Worst Guys.
It's like this one of the album, my favorite song kind of changes when what I'm listening to the most at the time.
Yeah, it's an ever-changing one. But The Worst Guys is the next technical song.
That dial-up.
It was just the intro to
that fire-ass intro.
It was a fire intro, but...
Can't skip that. But The Worst Guys, this also was one of my favorites at one point, but... Like, when I go back, I really like this album, but all of it is just kind of... It all fits well together.
It does.
Nothing offsets itself as being, like, oh, this is for sure the best song.
That's one thing I do like about this album is, even though it is a story, it doesn't have to go with the actual story. It works well just progression-wise to where it ends up. But I like Worst Guys. That was one of the first songs I heard on there. Because I was like looking through videos and I saw that and I was like, I thought it was just like some like fan-made fake shit.
I thought I was listening to the clean version for forever. I was searching.
Like, man, what does she need?
Yeah, I was Googling like, what does she need?
Nigga never got
One time somebody gave me a list of like, when I Googled it was like a list of things. I'm like, okay. I'll
That's
accept
actual,
that.
That is the actual thing. Because he posted that himself.
I was like, nigga, just pick one. Tell me what the fuck she needed.
Why does she need so many things?
Exactly.
The next one is Shadows, which I feel like is one of those smoother ones on here.
Yeah.
That one fluctuates from like top to middle for me. Like there's days where it's, you said that's never the bottom for you?
No, I said but never the bottom.
Oh yeah, never the bottom. Mine's always like I could have a day where I just want to listen to Shadows, but I can have a day where it's just like Shadows is just in there.
Man, cut this shit off.
It really just depends on my mood. Like some days I'll be like, I want to hear Shadows right now.
That's how it be.
And then you got Thundercat going in the back. Just in the back going crazy on that bass.
I never knew that was Thundercat.
What's Thundercat?
So now I'm just about to assume if it's some fire bass, it's Thundercat.
It all makes sense though when you hear that bass. You're like, damn, that is Thundercat. But next one is
He said, "Dang it, that is Thundercat."
Next one is Telegraph
Oakland, whatever you want to call
Lloyd.
it. Lloyd. I was looking for the original of that.
And it never came. I was looking for the original too. So I was like,
Lloyd? Okay. I used to love Lloyd.
I didn't even know Lloyd says.
It's like, that's why I just said I used to love Lloyd, because I was never like a fan, like, oh, bro, I got to listen to that Lloyd. But
he was never checking for Lloyd.
Yeah,
but Lloyd's there.
But when you came out with Lil Wayne, I was like, man, that nigga Lloyd got it.
It's Lloyd the hardest in the game right now. Lloyd the hardest out.
I ain't never said that.
But no, but Telegraph App is a fire song.
Yeah, it's a banger.
What
the
is
best,
that
the best song to drive to.
Probably true. I didn't feel that. Oh, drop. I didn't feel that. One day.
Nigga make it seem like you never rode in a car before.
It wasn't that playing, so I can relate.
Nigga never rode in a car with this song playing.
I wasn't the one driving it myself.
The next time a song come on the whip, just put your arm out.
He said, "Yeah, this is it."
Roll the window down.
All right, next one is Sweatpants. So I like Sweatpants. That's one of the ones where he actually just raps the entire time. Like there's nothing else. Just
Sweatpants is one of the songs that I don't really remember off the top of my head sometimes.
I always remember Sweatpants.
No.
Do you remember it right now?
Yeah, I remember it, but
Okay,
it's like when you be like, oh, if someone's like play Sweatpants, I'll be like,
what is it?
Yeah, like which song is that?
No, I remember it. I remember it's one of the more different ones just because he's actually rapping. There's no singing, no nothing, just straight rapping the entire way through.
I think it's because when I first heard this album, I just was listening to it whenever you would play it, and I never listened to it by myself, so I never knew any of the names of any songs until.
Truth be told, I didn't know all the names of these songs until that. I know I can tell you this list before I even looking at it because I used to have the actual CD, and before I had the actual CD, I had it burned. So it was I was playing it on like my CD player, so it was like song by song, or I'll play it like on my Xbox. So it was just 1 through, I think it's 9. How many is it? Is it 19? Yeah, 19. 1 through 19 was on there. So I know exactly what song is which one. But from that, I didn't know the names.
I didn't know the names of none of the songs. That's
why
why
2005,
some of them are like, yeah. That's why some of them would be like, I still don't really remember what song that is, but I know all these songs by ear.
Like immediately when I hear it, I'm like, that's track 8. I just know that much. But
we go sitting here counting the songs, and man, I done listened to
like I can tell you literally
16 songs, so this must be track 17.
Like I can tell you what is what just about knowing
What's track
number
15?
That's Zealous of Stockholm. Not for the test me. I really do this.
12.
No Exit.
7.
7. Telegraph Love. But the next song is 2005.
The banger that everyone knows.
Everyone knows. You ain't got to say much else besides that. Everyone knows the song.
About it.
You don't need to hear me say nothing about it. I remember when I first heard it and I didn't know the album was coming. I just heard that. I was like, okay, look at you.
What's talking about look at you?
And that was really just it. I was like, I like this song. This is a good song. It's my shit. And then I was like, oh, it comes on the album.
Now, after 3005 is when I really don't really be knowing the names and none of the songs for real.
The next one is just an instrumental thing. I don't really gotta talk about that. But I'm probably gonna tell you something that you probably didn't know because I recently found it out about this album.
What?
But it's the song after the next one.
The Party?
Yeah, because the party.
We gon' have a party. Is that it?
No. It's that song though, but
that's what I was saying.
oh, I think someone was that what I was gonna talk about. I was saying no, that's not what I was gonna say.
I was like, damn, I
But
thought I knew the track.
But no, it is the party. That's not one of my favorites. That's one of my bottom ones. Only because like I like it, but it's like
I don't even like this song. I don't even care about it.
Exactly. There's not a time where I'm like, let me hear the party, it's just the party. It has
Get the fuck out of my house.
It has to be in the album circular, like it has to be playing. Because it just ends so abruptly, so angrily. Get the fuck out of my house.
That's the best part though.
It is the best part. Tell niggas get the fuck out your crib.
Exactly. So
the next one was I was gonna talk about, the No Exit. Because it doesn't credit him. But that's not Charles Gambino singing on the hook. It's Miguel.
How does that song go?
Don't go, gotta know. Yeah, that's Miguel.
That makes sense.
I didn't like that song though. Like that's probably my least favorite one on there.
I mean, it makes sense that that's
hate
not Childish Gambino. I mean, I never really thought about it.
I didn't either because I for a long time I thought it was Childish Gambino until like that's Miguel. I was like, makes sense.
No, I mean, I never really thought like, oh, that's definitely Childish Gambino. Like, I never really thought about
who that was.
Yeah, I never cared about that song. I guess
you just knew that voice was there.
Yeah, literally.
That's kind of how it was.
Don't go, gotta know.
I didn't go like all the time looking for No Exit. It was just like when I listen to the album, I'm not gonna skip it, but it's not my favorite on there. It's probably my least favorite. If I had to give one, that's my least favorite.
I didn't notice it before though.
It's kind of same because like it makes sense that it's Miguel. Like I said, it makes sense that it's Miguel, but
I guess I never really cared enough to check for it.
It wasn't like, why is Miguel not credited on the song? Like it was just like Miguel wasn't there. So if you didn't know that, and you know this album,
singing his own shit.
If you know this album, you didn't know that Miguel is singing on that. The next one is Death by Numbers, which is just a random interlude. I like that one though. That's my favorite of the interlude, random instrumentals. But you don't really gotta say much about that. It's just noise.
You're trying to put a sound to the name of the sound.
You know this now?
Yeah.
That's the one with the actual random vocal in the back. It's really just that's all it is. Ain't nothing else.
Wow.
But then you can be looping that every time you listen to that.
No, I notice it every time, but no one ever brings it up, so I don't.
That's over the actual noise.
What if he was really about to snap, but then he was like, you know what, I'm not feeling that verse, so he just cut it out. Wow.
He said, man, it don't need no words. Just give me that motherfucking wow.
Exactly. Flight of the Navigator has snuck up to be one of my favorite songs.
When I first heard this album, that was my least favorite. When I very first heard it, I was like,
but once you get into it,
but then like when you like start listening to this often, you're like, this is a banger. You're
exactly.
Like, it's just smooth. And it's like and it's like you just be like sitting there, like that's fun. Like it's like a perfect like nighttime song. I feel like you just be sitting there.
I had a dream.
Yeah,
that's probably why I didn't like it at first. I hate the intro. It's long.
It is long.
It's like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's long as shit. Damn near longer than the actual song.
Yeah, I hate the intro. That's why I didn't like the song at first, because I probably never really got past it.
Because her talking was like, I don't need this.
I mean, literally. Because the songs beforehand don't help neither. I'm like, oh, just another motherfucking talking instrumental, huh? Skip. And then one day I was driving in the car.
Yeah.
And I was like, what song is this?
Because now that's one of my favorites. Now that's like my top 3 songs on there.
Yeah, mine too.
Because at first I was just like, eh.
I was just like, the production is just...
Sick. The production is fire on that. I like the production on the next song too, because I like how it's like damn near 3 songs in one. So it's Stockholm, but I don't like that one part you talked about with the freaky bitch. I don't like that part. It seems random. I know it's like...
I like that part. I don't like the middle.
With the free information part?
The fucking instrumental part.
Oh, but it's just like random noise. Yeah. I didn't talk about that.
I just skipped to I'm a freaky bitch.
You did Resident Evil.
I hate that part. Like it starts off good and then it's just
a lot of random transitions.
Yeah.
I don't like the freaky bitch part. I like that because I like the bass how that came out. I was like,
I mean it's cool, but it's just like since I got the CD in my car, what do I look like bumping that shit?
That.
But I like bumping the end because he started snapping.
Even.
Exactly. But I'm not trying to bump.
No, it's like, I like that part, especially like at the end of the 2005 video, that part comes in. And I was like, what song is this about to be? And then it just ends, and I was like, oh. So I was waiting for it on the album. I was like, oh, this song.
If I heard it that way, I'd be even more disappointed.
I like the way it came in.
Like, so this is what it was? This shit?
No, I liked it. But yeah, like I said, I like all of it. I don't like how I know how there's supposed to be a big internet theme in it, and there's a lot of random internet sounds, but I don't like the freaky bitch. I feel like there's no reason for it.
Freaky bitch.
It doesn't represent him. It doesn't represent damn near his audience. It doesn't represent nobody that's listening to that, but the freaky bitch. And I am bitch.
I think it did represent something.
Represent the freaky bitches out there.
Heathen. It's a struggle just to keep breathing because he big as shit.
I think that's why he wrote
pass that and craft mag make the move.
I know he didn't write that bit, but her live.
Nevertheless, I got that question.
Literally,
you know she was rapping to her the whole time.
I would hate if that was it. Like she was just in the studio across from him.
I wish we could just FaceTime this nigga.
Say, man, what was you thinking? Who was the freaky bitch?
Why was she so damn big? So damn small. Short as fuck, big as shit.
Yeah, like just round. But next song is I don't know if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Not long enough.
Not long enough at all. That's one of those songs on there too. It's just not long. So, and that's the thing with I feel like his albums, because that one and Camp, Letter Home became one of my favorite songs, and that one was really fucking short, just like how this is really fucking short. And I wish they were both longer. But what can I do?
Ask, beg, plead. You know there's a second part somewhere. There's more. So you got this somewhere in the archives as a 5-minute song.
Probably. Niggas be doing that. Travis Scott and Drake did that with Sicko Mode.
Exactly. I'm trying to hear that whole hour-long Sicko Mode.
It's an hour long. For each 3 of the songs on there, there's a full version of each of them.
Trying to hear that hour-long Mo Mode, Sicko Bamba, all that.
I want no parts of Mo Mode. You can have that. I'll take Sicko Bamba. I don't want no fucking Mo Mode. Bamba Mode.
Bamba.
Just double down on the Bamba.
Instead of Bobo, just Bamba. Momo. Pink Toad.
Yeah, next song was Pink Toad, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
It was a good time for me. I like hearing that.
It was a good time for me.
It was a good time. I enjoyed it.
You were just sitting there listening, have a good time, looking at nothing, just
looking at rainbows and sunshine.
Like, you good? Huh?
It's
Is it Rainbow?
Nigga come back with the lyrics immediately.
Exactly.
No, that's a song one that's like stayed
Yeah,
the
it's
same
the top
spot
song on there. Earth. Probably the song that I don't know the most. So I know every song by heart, but I don't know the names. Like,
I like it.
it's just not the best.
It's a middle song. It's not like something that you're like. It's not a top. It's not a bottom. It's just there. It's a good song though. It's just not something you go out of your way to listen to.
Top tier background vocals though.
I'm pretty sure that's Xyzbca Banks doing that.
Oh. Azalea Banks.
She's in that song. I'm pretty sure that's her.
Yeah.
I don't know what other spot she could have.
Then that means that's her best song.
Or she's just doing vocals in the back. The last song.
I wasn't even talking about her background vocals. I was talking about Childish's background vocals. So I'm not crediting Azalea Banks for shit.
GPOY.
Ugh.
The last one is
Life. The biggest troll.
That's one of the ones that had to grow on me the most.
Yeah, this one it was crept up on me.
I damn near only liked it because you were playing it, so I was like, but I was listening to it more.
See, you play that shit in the whip, just
Yeah,
the web, yo. It was
okay.
okay.
But
It's
also
the beat for real that made me like it. It's the same beat as that one beat. What's that song called? It's Childish Gambino song. Love you all the time. I don't have words for this one.
Oh, pretty much.
This is the exact same beat. The exact same beat. Just one slowed and one sped up. But only niggas like me. Yeah, say only niggas like me catch that. Cause I was sitting there, I was listening to Kamren, I'm like.
So this reminds me of.
And then I was listening to this, and I was like, this is the same beat. And then I had someone else listen to it, and I was like, it sounds the same. It's the same beat.
Yeah, that's one like I said, that one had to grow on me as well. Cause I remember like when it leaks, which was the version I had on the CD first, so I got the actual CD. It just cuts off halfway through the song. Because eventually all my followers realized, and it's like, and it just ends. And I was like, what the fuck did they realize? Like, I was wondering for years, and I was like,
I need the realization.
And then I thought that was really how the song ended. I thought it was really like.
Never went back and listened to it?
Yeah, I thought it was like the followers really don't realize nothing. Like
realize they don't need it.
Kind of like how, like, all she needed was something, you don't get the answer. I thought it was like that, and I was like, this nigga just keeps on fucking with me.
He thought it hit him with the Age of Ultron.
Yeah, and it's worse.
Avengers!
And it's worse because the song's called Life the Biggest Troll. So I was like, this nigga's just trolling, man. Like, it's like, this nigga's just fucking with my head.
He said, heard me play it one day and said, hold up.
No, I knew about it.
I was like, nigga got the extended version.
Nah, I knew about it. I knew when I got the actual CD. I was like, okay, there's a couple more bars in here. But it really didn't change much. He said, this nigga got the finish. Where you get this shit?
I would have just told you that Childish Gambino sent it to me, bro.
Yeah, bro, I paid for the DLC. I'm like, God damn
Nigga
it.
said the DLC.
I'm like, God damn it.
On the album.
I got the deluxe.
I beat the game. So I beat the game on the hardest level.
That's how I wanted the deluxe for. I wanted more from that era of him, and I feel like it just never came.
And it never will, man. Never will.
I know. But
we call it steal niggas' computers, bro. I'm down.
Go to his house and take his computer, and that's it.
Trying to steal Drake's too. Travis.
Find that flash drive.
Like Kanye already had his shit stolen. It ain't happening twice.
Made a whole album about it.
Said food, get your food again.
Exactly. My cousin stole my laptop. Like, nigga, we don't care. Put in 3 more songs and see if I care. I still won't.
Said put in 3 more songs and see if I care. What if he did?
Cousin still got my laptop.
Still have to pay to get it back.
Exactly. Like, bro, that's your problem. Why you let dingy ass cousin
steal your laptop?
Yeah.
Why you taking your laptop?
How you not see this nigga walking out with a fucking laptop?
Exactly.
But that's besides the point. For me, like I said, this was from him. This is my favorite one, especially since this is one of the ones I was waiting for the lead up, and then it happened. I was like, this is the only one I felt like that for though. Like I like all his projects, damn near. There's just some I feel less about than others, but that's one of the ones where I was like, I was waiting, and then it happened. And I was like, because that's also when I was like really became like my favorite artist was around that period. So I had already heard everything. I had already heard Camp and I already heard Royalty, and I was like, oh, I like all this. And then that came out right after, and I was like, perfect timing. Normally, when I'm like, become a fan of somebody, they start to fall off because they had already reached their peak. So I was glad he didn't. But I wish he would go back to this type of shit instead of like being experimental all the time. Like I like
an awakened man.
He is, and I like his talent to do more than one thing, but sometimes this is just what I need, and I need to revisit that sometimes.
But that's you being selfish.
It is
selfish.
I embrace that.
Keep doing great things, Childish Gambino.
I thought it was like a fist bump, like a virtual.
No, we're telling him to put his foot down.
Oh, he's already done that. He don't give a fuck what I think.
Keep putting it down.
He gives a fuck what he thinks, which is good. That's how you grow as a person. Don't ever do what everybody else wants you to do.
Do the opposite.
Because then you fall off. Don't go tapping that glass. The same figure.
Hey, it's a satisfying noise.
Yeah. For me, what do you think the best hook was on there?
The best hook?
Or favorite? However you feel about it. Mine is probably the Pink Soldier. Actually, 2005 might be it because it's the whole reason it's a hit.
Flight of the Navigator. That shit deep.
You just hold me close and
Best feature. Chance the Rapper.
all she needed was that's it. No actual verse.
Yeah, Azalea Banks.
I would say damn, there might be Azalea Banks at this point.
No, the freaky bitch. By far.
I'm not giving that. I'm giving it to Thundercat. I'm not doing it. See, Thundercat is Janae. Those are the best features.
The freaky bitch.
Oh, they credit
Figure
her.
out who she is.
I'm sure you can YouTube. I am however tall she was, 5'3" or whatever the fuck she said.
390.
It's a big bitch. But my least favorite feature on there is probably Miguel. Just because that's my least favorite song. I love Miguel. It's probably just like it didn't really matter. Can't find no freaky bitches. Best verse.
Oh no.
You don't think it's that man made the web, or you don't think it's that heathen?
Man made the web. You don't need the
They feel like they wrote the song. I feel like they was the beginning of the verse.
Man, you need the web.
Might be that heathen. It's a struggle.
I was thinking that too.
It could be that. It could be
Craft meth, make me move, but they sleep on me. They kick it like a sleep on me.
When I like too, that where are they from?
Nah,
PlayStation.
Nah, that's not it.
That shit was aggressive.
Exactly. All that enunciation could be the best verse.
Like
Say saw. Say saw. Say too much enunciation to be the best verse for me.
I like the whole verse though. I don't know. A couple good verses in there.
Yeah, some good verses. But not all that enunciation, bro. That ain't the best, bro. It can't. Not with all that enunciation, bro.
So you got one?
No, all that unnecessary,
Song.
Yeah. I ain't need all that. There's maybe a few.
This ain't a PlayStation. Like, I got
Sean.
an Xbox.
Say, and it didn't make it better that he was repeating some words. Say song. Girl, say song. Nigga, please.
It threw me off. I was not expecting that first time I heard that song. Cause no one who he is, like that's not he don't do that no other song in existence. We just say song. You're like,
you're
shit.
caught him by surprise.
I was like, how long is this gonna go on for? I was
spit a whole verse like that.
Exactly. All she needed was song. I was like, shit.
The whole album.
if you do every song past that, I'll be heated.
No, it's like you heard the leak and it was all regular and you released the official. Everything was enunciated.
Hold me close, my dog. I'm like, goddamn.
That's the worst one by far. So man made web, you don't need a name. So let me just go back and re-record all these verses.
Just yell. Straight from the throat every time. But yeah, I mean.
That's because of the internet.
Just because of the internet.
But what happened because of the internet?
Like.
Find out next time on Because of the internet.
I think I say find the next one on the Jukebox, but alright. Well, we'll see how next episode of the Jukebox.